next on the list was The Division. So, The Division has had a brand new lease of life, it seems. I was a huge Division fan when it launched. It did. Division 2 did everything I wanted to be improved upon over the first Division. And I've been diving back into it since the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X patch for like full next generation, like extra bells and whistles. It's now running at a rock solid, pretty much 60 frames per second. You're getting 4K now. And it honestly feels, I wouldn't say like it's a different game, but it does feel transformative when we get these games getting like some next generation love. And I've been diving back in with the guys every Friday night. We were playing last night as well. And it is, talk about a co-op cover shooter, which is just so goddamn fun. It's just a blast to retake the streets of Washington from all the crazies that are trying to overthrow the government. Strangely topical as well for 2020. But the developers have put this out. Let me just share the screen as well. So, a message from the Division 2 team. We see ongoing conversation in our community and we understand that you're eager for news what lies ahead for the Division 2. To date, we are thrilled to confirm that there will be additional content for the Division 2 released later this year. It is your continuous passion and support which enables us to continue to build upon the Division 2 experience, and we cannot thank you enough for that. Some of you had noticed that Title Update 12 was originally meant to be that last major title update for the Division 2, but thanks to your continued support, we are now in the early stages of development for fresh content coming later in 2021. So they're not going into any specifics as to what this content is just yet, but this is just fantastic to see that, because I was asking the guys last night, it's like, okay, do you think Division 3 is going to be coming anytime soon? Or are they going to be announcing it anytime soon? And I thought maybe it is time to start that conversation about the Division 3. I don't think it's going to be coming anytime soon anyway, but it's great to see that this game is still getting supported and they're still rolling out like just fun things to do to keep that community engaged in that world with like daily, weekly, monthly challenges or like high profile bounties or like regular just little kind of content drops. That really kind of, you know, Destiny was the forebear of all of this stuff on console for sure. And it's really Division doing their own like twist on it. And I really love to see that.
I haven't played too much of the Division. I started playing it and I don't know, I felt like it was really hyped for a while and then it just started to like die down a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I think I might jump back into it knowing that it's been given a bit more content and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I've got it on PlayStation actually, so I think I'll just try it out again on PlayStation. Yeah. But it's nice to see that the sort of, you know, they could be making a free in the background. Who knows? And it's nice to see them giving a new like lease of life to a game that has died down.
Yeah.
A little bit. So this is interesting to see.
I think it's really encouraging when you think a game is basically done. You know, last generation is basically done. The community's still there, but they're kind of dropping off. They're dipping in occasionally, but it's not those launch day numbers where everybody's on it, everybody's online playing it for like the first couple of months or so. And what I love is when there's a next generation update for a game that you think is done, then everybody kind of floods back to it.
Yeah.
And it's really encouraging to see. It's like, okay, let's check it out. And for something like the Division 2 or you know, Destiny Beyond Light, when that came out last year to kind of roughly coincide with the launch of the consoles. Again, that brought loads of people back because it wasn't just the new expansion, which is great in itself. You've got the field of view sliders that the PC fan base had been enjoying since the beginning, but you're now getting like double the frame rate at 60 frames per second. You're now getting dynamic resolution up to 4K or whatever, however it works under the hood. But you're also getting all of these little extra bells and whistles, and it really kind of brings that community back that had maybe dropped off, that maybe just want to dip in and see what's new, and then they get that bug all over again. It's like, oh, this is why I used to love Destiny, because the shooting is so satisfying, or like the daily bounties are so addictive. You just drop in, it's super pick up and play easy, and that's kind of what the Division's like as well, where we just get the friends together, and it's just such a tight cover shooter. At its core, that's kind of really all it is, but it's just fun. Like the mechanics are so tight, and we're just having a blather and just laughing at like the ragdoll physics of somebody who gets like the gas canister on their back and they get catapulted across the map or something, and it's just like hanging out and just like shooting enemies and just having silliness. It's really good fun.
I'm glad it's had. It sounds like you're just like really enjoying it again. So I'm so happy that you've like gave it an update.
Yeah, and it's running so smoothly now, which is crazy. You're thinking, oh, so this must be what like a high-end PC experience is like. This is what I've been missing out on.
That's one thing I haven't heard is bugs for the Division. Like when a game like releases and stuff, you will hear somewhere down the line like, oh, there's this really huge bug that caused a problem. I've not actually heard about any issues with the Division 2. I don't know if that's just me like having blinkers on and not reading Twitter, or just not picking up on it.
There was some for sure, but there's nothing
major.
Major, yeah, exactly. Like that game engine, the Snowdrop game engine, and that team just seemed to do like a phenomenal job of, okay, we learned so much from the first Division, and when the Division 2 came out, it's like we addressed everything that we got hit about. Like more content, more endgame content. That was like the big thing, because the Division 1 didn't really have a massively strong endgame structure to it. But Division 2 was like, they fully addressed all of that. And now you've got different world tiers and everything. And yeah, there's the occasional like weapon like randomly floating in the air or something like that. Like or like people getting clipped into the environment, but it's like super minor stuff considering. And it was so impressive to see, oh my God, this is like a proper sequel. It's like, it's addressed everything and improved everything and given you more interesting content, more interesting like mission designs to mess around with. One of my favorites is going into the Air and Space Museum. Because it's set in Washington, you've got like the National History Museum, you've got the Washington Monument, you've got all of this really cool like landmarks that you get to have these crazy shootouts in. So there's you got to steal back the Declaration of Independence, like Nicolas Cage National Treasure style, all this kind of stuff, which is really, really fun and interesting. And I think that's what Massive, Ubi Massive, I think it was, they did. I think there's like loads of studios involved, to be fair, but they did such a good job of really nailing, okay, this is what we need to do for the sequel of Division 2, and they certainly delivered, and they seem to be like continually like delivering little content drops to keep it feeling fresh. And that Resident Evil collaboration just got dropped a couple of weeks ago as part of the 25th anniversary. So you can collect the RPD like uniforms and stuff like from Resident Evil characters. So that's kind of cool. I've got a berry on my character right now, so I'm looking forward to getting the rest of the SWAT outfit for that.
Is that Jill's?
Jill Valentine's berry, yeah. Yeah. So my agent is just like burly, bald, massive ginger beard. Like agent, and I've got Jill's berry on. It strangely works as well. I quite like it.
Oh my! I need a screenshot of this, by the way. I want a screenshot.
Okay, I'll post it on Twitter later.
Like I can imagine Jill's full outfit as well, and now I'm imagining your character with the full outfit on. So I mean, that would be
it's the kind of the violet tank top and the bluish kind of like combat joggers on and stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Great
That's
stuff.
cool though. I like that crossover with Resident Evil.
I
like
really
it when studios cross over anyway. I think it's cool. So.
Yeah, actually, speaking of the crossover, I've got the screenshots here. So if I scroll, so you get Leon Kennedy's RPD outfit, which is the burly one. Chris Redfield's outfit, Umbrella Dude. But there you go. If we scroll into the bottom here, so there you go. There's Jill Valentine's Star's outfit. So you get that. But it's done in a way like typically Destiny loot drop style, whereas you have to continually work to randomly get a piece of the outfit. So you have to farm the objectives or the strikes or strongholds, I think they're called in Division.
Oh man, it says ink ribbon on the trophy backpack pickup things.
Oh, hold on, wait.
That Lumen ink ribbon.
Oh, fantastic!
See, it says T-Virus, Jill Sandwich, and then it says ink ribbon. I hate that ink ribbon. Whenever I see the word ink ribbon, it gives me like PTSD.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
Oh, that bloody ink ribbon.
It's fantastic.